welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and I love today's video because it's so ironic in my opinion and it's absolutely hilarious. Johnny Depp just won millions of dollars over Amber Heard and Amber has filed for bankruptcy. I feel like we just have seen karmic justice come down at its finest, and it's nice because, guys, if you're watching this, you guys have probably dealt with A-word behavior. Please infer. A bus, an ER, a word that YouTube gets really funky with. People who are physically, mentally, emotionally, sometimes intimately not nice to you. Please infer, right? And I'm somebody who's been through that. And in going through that, many times when you deal with narcissists or sociopaths or people with behavior disorders or people who will do these types of behavior, they never get their karma, or we never get to see them get their karma, right? And this is what I always try to remind myself. Their karma is the fact that they have to be themselves. It is, but it's true. Their karma is they have to live with them. Like, they have to be them. So that's something I try to remind myself of, but it's nice because you rarely in real time get to see it, but we get to see it with this. And it makes me happy. Maybe that makes me a little petty, but it makes me happy to see. Well, I think it's not even just petty. It's just nice to see justice. It's nice to see justice in a world where so many awful people get away with so much. And I feel like, and I hate saying this, but this is the truth. I'll have a video come out about this soon. The older we get, or at least for me, tell me if this is for you, and many, like my girlfriends, the people who've really been with me and stuck by me, my friends who haven't screwed me, right? I feel like the older that I get, the more I realize how awful most people are. And what's really scary is sometimes it's the nicest, most well-intended people. And it's because people get insecure and selfish and lazy. It's literally that. Now, sometimes you'll have a situation where it's just somebody's really lost and they want to do the right thing, they just don't know how. I've been in that position, right? But I've always been somebody, my biggest fear is hurting people on accident. And if I ever do anything, even the most minor things to hurt somebody I care about, it's immediately, oh my God, I'm so sorry. How do I fix this? What do I do? And I'll be a crying mess going, I didn't mean to hurt you. And the more I get older, the more I realize what a rare trait that is. And it makes me really sad. So I feel like, sorry, it's a bit of a long intro, but it's really good to see somebody who's been wronged so heavily win. So let's talk about this. We're going to dive into exactly what happened. What did he win and what did Amber lose in the process? But before we do, guys, if you're new here, hi, how are you? I'm Katie and I giggle at everything in the mainstream news and we break it all down. And if these are videos that you like to see, make sure and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Would love to have you. Also, guys, I'm giving away a $100 gift card in a couple days. It's coming up August 1st. All you have to do to be entered and eligible, like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, watch a video from start to finish, and you're entered. And guys, do it for every video you see because the more times you do it, the more chances. This helps my channel grow. It helps you, and I love helping you guys. I love it when we mutually help each other, so would love to have you. Now, let's dive in and see what's going on. Mike, keep working, keep working. Is it gonna go? It did. Yay! Okay, if you guys see a lot of, you know what, I try not to do too much editing. I just kind of free talk with a lot of this stuff. But if you see editing cuts between like me showing articles versus later, every time, I swear right now, this is what's happening. Every single time that's happening is because my mic cuts out when I move the computer. That's why now you see me like hold my breath when I touch it. So here we go. It says, this is from the BBC News. Johnny Depp makes $3 million in hours through sales of his art. He broke the internet. Johnny broke the internet winning. And I think we're all so happy about that. So here we go. It says, Hollywood actor Johnny Depp has made about $3 million in just a few hours through a sale of his debut art collection. Depp sold 780 prints through Castle's Fine Arts 37 galleries, including in London's Covent Garden, within hours of announcing the sale on Instagram. The Friends and Heroes collection depicted people who have inspired him, including Rolling Stones' Keith Richards and Hollywood actress Elizabeth Taylor. I've always used art to express my feelings, the 59-year-old said. My paintings surround my life, but I kept them to myself and limited myself. No one should ever limit themselves. I love everything about this. Let me break down a couple things. So first of all, these are people who've inspired him. These are probably pieces of art and paintings that got him through this trial and got him through things with Amber. So he's sharing with us what has helped get him through this. I love that. Like, it makes me want to cry. What a beautiful healing thing. And then it says, I've always used art to express my feelings, which is awesome. My paintings surround my life, but I kept them to myself and limited myself. Nobody should limit themselves. As an artist, I'm not a visual artist, but as an artist, I love hearing this. I love this because that's always a challenge if you are an artist or you do different types of artistic things, is wanting to protect what you've created versus understanding that sometimes you just share your creations with the world out of love. And at the end of the day, guys, anything you end up creating is going to be destroyed at some point. This is just how it works. And I'm not saying that in any negative way. It's just that's the big thing. The only constant in life is change. So while you have it, if you're able to share it and it helps other people, like, all the better. And I feel like that's a lot of what art should be. But then I also don't want to put shoulds on art because art is just the aspect of creation. So who am I to say how something should or shouldn't be created or what's done with it, right? But I'm just sharing my perspective on things. So then it says, ooh, and here's the paintings. A look at them. The actor said he used his art, which also depicted actor Al Pacino and folk legend Bob Dylan, to reflect on those who matter most to me, like my family, friends, and people I admire. And it says, all 780 pieces sold within hours on Thursday, which framed individual images going for almost 4,000, is that pounds? I think it's pounds. And the complete portfolio of 4 images selling for almost 15,000 pounds. I think that's pounds, it's not euros, right? No, euros is like this thing and then this. I lived in France, I should remember this. Depp's post on Instagram, captioned only now at #CastleFineArt, prompted a rush of traffic to the gallery's website, causing it to crash. He broke the internet. I love it. And you can see right here, here are the pieces. He's a good artist. Those are beautiful. It says, the Hollywood actor sold paintings of inspiring figures, including Keith Richards, Linda Taylor, and Bob Dylan. I love it. I love that. He is multi-talented, right? It says, pop art with feeling. In a press release, the gallery described the actor's work as existing at the intersection of pop art and street art as the pop art with feeling. I love it. The gallery had long been in talks with Mr. Depp about staging an exhibition and sale of his artwork and expects to host more of this in the future. The sale comes after the conclusion of Mr. Depp's high-profile U.S. court case against his ex-wife, Amber Heard, last month. A jury found a 2018 article Heard wrote for the Washington Post about her experiences as a survivor of domestic blank to be defamatory and awarded $15 million in compensatory and punitive damages to Depp. Heard won one of the 3 claims, successfully arguing Depp's press agent defamed her, with the jury awarding her $1.5 million, or almost $2 million, in damages. The case followed his UK libel case against the Sun newspaper in November 2020, which he lost, over an article that called him a wife blanker, wife hurter. The judge said the paper had proved what was in the article to be substantially true. Earlier this month, Mr. Depp sold a series of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, called Never Fear Truth. Love that. Which also depicted his close friend and heroes raising nearly $800,000 for charity. So that was a charity auction, or not auction, but something he did. So I want to talk about this because here's the other ironic part. I want to talk about this because here's the fun, ironic twist. As you guys know, in the same week, this week, it's been reported that Miss Amber Heard filed for bankruptcy. I have a whole video on that and what her strategy might be, so make sure and go check that out. But I love this. I love this because there are a couple things. First of all, I love the fact that he's sharing his art with the world. I completely agree with that sentiment, and that this can inspire other people who are going through really hard things like he is with people in their lives if they can afford it, right? Fantastic. I love that and I hope he does more. But here's the other part. Here's what we have to ask ourselves. Why is he doing this? Why is he selling his art right now? And the reason I bring that up and the reason I ask is, now, he seems like he's doing financially okay. I doubt he is super struggling. But then again, we've had reports, but I don't know if this has been resolved, that a manager stole a bunch of his money and that he doesn't have a lot, and now his franchise with Pirates of the Caribbean is over. So here's my question. Is he doing this as well as a way to free up funds to continue going after Amber? We know they both filed appeals against each other. And I wonder if this is part of that. I'm not saying he's doing it specifically for that or that he needs the money, but I also love this. I love the fact that the community of people has rallied around him so that, like, when he put out 18, right? The album, when he puts this stuff out, people are going to buy it simply because it's like, he's been through a lot and I want to help him restart. I want to help him jumpstart. A lot of us feel that way because how many of us have had somebody come in your life and take everything from you coldly, selfishly, callously, continue to attack you, and just leave you to be on the street? Especially if you've been through A-word behavior. I'm going through something similar right now with somebody that I am letting go of in my life. Came in and did so much meanness and devastation, destruction, and does not care. Doesn't care. no apology. I haven't paid my rent in 2 months. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Person doesn't care. And it's interesting. And that's the least of some of the stuff I've been through, right? I've had people that have done A-word behavior, and I've been sleeping in a car trying to get away from them while they are in the place that I'm paying for, the rent. They don't care. I think it's really nice to see, and I think a lot of us feel drawn to this because now Johnny's a celebrity. He's got lots of money. It's not that we think he needs money. It's about we want to support a system that's fair and balanced to real victims. And then the question is, what is a real victim? And men can be victims too. It's different because of the power balance, the power imbalances and power dynamics, but it does happen. It does happen. And I think it's something we need to talk about. It's something that should be discussed. And I'm glad that it's getting discussed. Now, so is this just a way to free up funds? Is it? And what I love is, at this point, anything Johnny does, the community will be around him. So if he wants to keep going after this situation, or like this, he feels like he has to keep defending himself against these appeals, we're going to have his back. Where Amber just filed for bankruptcy, which is funny because even if she files for bankruptcy, because this is defamation with malice, meaning she intended to hurt him, even if she does file bankruptcy, she still has to pay him if he goes after her. So if and that's the thing other people don't know, he would have to hire a company or a law firm or some lawyer that would go after her to get her assets. As far as we're aware, that hasn't happened yet, but her insurance company is going after her for the legal fees because of the malice. I think that she thought she was A, really going to win this, and B, well, even if I don't, I can still just declare bankruptcy. That's not how it works. If it's malice, bankruptcy won't just let you take those judgments or those stays, those claims, and just throw them out. I know I've actually been through bankruptcy with federal court, so I can say this as somebody who's aware of it, especially in California. So then the question is for her, there's a strategy. What's the strategy here? And I wonder if the strategy has to do with being able to file the appeal, say you're in bankruptcy, and not completely have to pony up the money. I don't know if they've maybe found some loopholes with that. We're going to have to wait and see because even though Amber's team is not that smart as we've seen in court, don't discount that there is intelligence there and that they are going to strategize and they're going to try to figure out their best possible angle, not just for their client, but I also wonder what the payment arrangement is. Maybe right now, Elaine and company realizes, we're owed money and she doesn't have any money. So they might not have a choice but to keep backing her and take this, as Amber says, all the way to the Supreme Court. I would know, what do you guys think of Johnny winning millions and Amber losing and declaring bankruptcy within like a day or two of each other? Sound off in the comments and let me know. I'm so curious. And as well, guys, if you like this content, make sure and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enter the $100 gift card giveaway. Guys, I'm still growing my channel. Almost nobody's doing this. You actually have a good shot to win my money, and I announce the winner August 1st. And all you have to do, it helps me, it helps you, like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, and watch this video from start to finish. You're entered and eligible, and that is it. Okay, guys, I think that's it for me here. Take care, lots of love, lots of blessings. Till the next video, I'm giving everybody hugs. Mwah. Kisses. You guys stay safe, and as always, your girl. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.